Coming up on Mountain News this morning, vaping is a problem seen in most young adults across the country, but one city in the Commonwealth is fighting back. And Hazard's Challenger Learning Center is working to give students more access to space exploration.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning, I'm Olivia Calfee. The time is 6:31 on August 31st. Now let's check in with Chief Forecaster Brandon Robinson for a look at your forecast this morning. And Brandon, all there is to it is it's going to be a beautiful next few days.
That's right.
We have a lot to look forward to.
You took the words right out of my mouth. Now, as we go into the holiday, the long holiday weekend, some of you may be off Monday. You may not be laboring on Labor Day, but for those who are, it's going to be warm regardless. So just be ready for that. But today, enjoy the fall feel in the air this morning and this afternoon. Somerset this morning, 55 downtown there. Light traffic, actually no traffic at the moment. No, there's a truck at the intersection there. But you see, again, not much going on across the region. People just getting up, getting started. 50s and 60s out there this morning. Yep, it's the last day of August. You're not hearing me wrong. 50s and 60s out there. The warmest spot in the region is 64. The coolest spot up in Irvin at 54. Harlan is this warm spot at 64 this morning. Breakfast forecast, we're going up slowly, but it's going to be an absolutely amazing day out there by August standards. Temperatures top out in the upper 70s later today. Olivia?
Brandon, thank you. Governor Andy Beshear has directed flags at all state office buildings be lowered to half staff from sunrise to sunset today for Overdose Awareness Day. The governor's mansion will also be lit purple with designated color to show support for overdose awareness. Governor Beshear will also commemorate the day with a proclamation signing. Yesterday, we learned the name of the man who was killed in an officer-involved shooting. The Bell County Deputy Coroner says it was 47-year-old Paul Holland of Pineville. Holland had been on the run after reportedly firing shots at a Bell County deputy on Friday when the deputy tried to serve a warrant on him. On Monday, a separate incident in the Bradfordtown community ended with Holland's death. He was reportedly shot by an officer. No law enforcement officials were hurt. We now know the name of the person who died in the crash on the Mountain Parkway in Wolfe County. Kennedy Lambert of Campton died in the crash. The crash occurred near mile marker 49. That section of the Mountain Parkway was closed for several hours on Tuesday. State police in Pikeville are asking for your help in an ongoing missing person investigation. An initial investigation determined 17-year-old Tori Collins of Johns Creek was last seen in the Allegheny community of Pike County on Sunday. She is described as a white woman, 5 feet 9 inches tall and 120 pounds with red hair and brown eyes. Anyone with information should call KSP Post 9 at 606-433-7711. One person is dead following a crash in Wise County, Virginia. It happened Tuesday on US 23, less than a mile south of Route 387. A Lincoln MKX was heading south on US 23 when the vehicle in front of it suddenly maneuvered out of the travel lane. The Lincoln also swerved but could not avoid the person walking in the travel lane. 43-year-old Stephanie J. Sala of Dryden, Virginia died at the scene. The driver of the Lincoln was not injured and was wearing a seatbelt. In Floyd County, the Sheriff's Department is asking for help finding a black Dodge Ram pickup. Take a look at your screen. The truck is suspected to be involved in a burglary investigation in the Camp Branch community of Martin last week. Anyone with information on the truck or the owner is asked to call Floyd County Dispatch at 606-886-6711. It's a health issue seen across the Commonwealth. Vaping in Kentucky, you must be 21 years old to purchase the product, but it's becoming more prevalent among our youth. City leaders in Corbin are cracking down on the sale of vapes to those who are underage, and the school district is working to get them out of the classrooms. Julia Sandor spoke to those in Corbin who are leading the effort.
From kindergarten, first grade through 12th grade, that kids can get their hands on it.
On nearly every corner, Corbin City and school leaders say you can find a place to buy a vape.
It's always been an issue, you know, high school, middle school age children using tobacco products. you know, in the form of smokeless tobacco and cigarettes. Now it seems like everything is the little vapes.
Detective Robbie Hodge with the Corbin Police Department says vapes can be dangerous for youth. That's why they're asking people to speak up if they see any possible underage vape sales.
If you're at a gas station and you see a clerk selling something to someone you believe to be underage, give us a call and we can investigate it and see if we can get to the bottom of it.
Corbin Independent school leaders are working to overcome these issues. Their director of safety, Tom Greer, says although it's still prevalent, it was even worse more than a year ago.
We had some situations last year that students that would hit that vape pretty hard and then pass out, hit the ground.
Now, not only are their schools equipped with vape sensors, but they're also educating their students on the dangers and consequences of vaping.
We don't sweep stuff under the rug. When we see there's an issue other than vaping or anything else taking place, then we're going to address it and again, try to keep our kids safe.
In Corbin, Julia Sandor, WKYT.
The News Journal reports the Corbin City Attorney prosecuted 2 people in Williamsburg for selling vaping products to those underage. Space exploration is an adventure some organizations are working to give students more access to. Recent educational activities and programs like television series and hands-on launch stations give students a taste of life in space. Hazard's Challenger Learning Center Programming Director Joseph Collins says space is not a totally new topic in Eastern Kentucky.
Right here in our region, we actually have a pretty rich and successful history of space science and exploration. People like John Goodlett or Dr. James Fields, you know, these people that have really made huge strides in space exploration.
Collins says students get opportunities to witness launch simulations and even emergencies that could happen in a space station. As we inch closer to fall, we also get closer to the busiest time of festival season, and there's one in Breathitt County taking place this weekend. The 45th Honey Festival gets underway on Friday in Jackson. There will be vendors and live music as well as a truck rally. A parade will begin on Saturday at 12:30 p.m. Later that night, Breathitt County native Jeremy Short will perform at 9. For more information about the festival, you can go to their Facebook page.
We just talked about 2 of my favorite things, space and festivals. All right, UVA-wise this morning here about 6:38. We're looking again at the lights on over at the field and the campus looking pretty good this morning there. No major issues over that way this morning. Seeing temperatures over there, 55 and Wise, one of the coolest spots in the region, followed by Moorhead, Ashland, Somerset, and Irvin. Now at 54. Now 59 here in Hazard, 60 Manchester, London. We have dropped Monticello out of the 60-degree club there, still 64 in Harlan and Grundy, hanging on to 61 over there in Southwest Virginia. Out the door forecast today, fantastic weather. I mean, you literally, I just re-socialed and retweeted the YMT post about the patio forecast. You literally could not ask for a better end to the month of August. 76 this afternoon, sun and clouds early, more sunshine later. Get outside and do anything. Sit on your porch, cut your grass, anything. Olivia?
Thanks, Brandon, and thank you for joining us. The time is now 6:39. Still to come on Mountain News this morning. A scuba diver does the impossible and finds items lost during boating trips. Stay with us to see what he finds in his search.